Alright guys, in today's video we have more PlayStation news and information to go over and talk about. Before we get into it, if you could do me a favor and hit the like button to help the video out and show your support, I would really appreciate that. And make sure you leave a comment down below letting me know which upcoming PlayStation game you are most looking forward to. But we are starting here with Horizon Forbidden West. Now there has been a lot of talk surrounding this game recently, mainly around the release date. Is it going to release in 2021, or does it seem likely it's going to get delayed? We had comments recently from Jim Ryan stating that it's on track, but we also had some rumors coming out recently that claim Horizon has already suffered an internal delay and will be releasing in 2022. So I came across an interesting article from PlayStation Universe, and it's titled Horizon Forbidden West is still targeting 2021, says latest PlayStation 5 ads. So it says here, a series of new PS5 ads have revealed that Horizon Forbidden West is still targeting a 2021 release, despite recent rumors suggesting the game has been pushed into 2022. One of the ads was posted on Instagram and reveals that Horizon Forbidden West will arrive in late 2021, while a video ad mentions second half of 2021 for the game's launch window. Again, this comes in wake of a recent report that says the game will not make it out this year after all. And so I'm looking at this and yeah, I mean, the timing of it is fairly interesting. We are basically seeing PlayStation double down on this second half of 2021 release window. And it goes on to say Sony's official word is that Horizon Forbidden West will launch for PS4 and PS5 in 2021. And PlayStation boss Jim Ryan recently said that the Guerrilla Games developed title will indeed make it out this year. So, you know, I don't want to make it sound like this is set in stone, but I do think that it is important to follow up on what we talked about, because we did cover this rumor stating that Horizon Forbidden West has been delayed into next year. But based off of everything that PlayStation and Sony are saying, they're still targeting 2021. So if this title is going to get delayed, it's something that's going to happen later on when maybe they just come to the conclusion it's just not going to be ready. But right now, it's on track. So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know about that, because I did put out a poll and it seemed like most of you guys were split as to whether or not this game is in fact going to launch this year. I think it's one of the most highly anticipated titles for sure, and I still am maintaining the expectation that it's going to be the holiday 2021 game for PS5 and PS4. So let me know down below if you think it's going to get delayed or not. But now we're going to talk a little bit about another upcoming PlayStation exclusive, that being Deathloop. Now this is in fact a timed PlayStation exclusive, and we just learned recently that it is a full 1-year timed exclusive on PlayStation, and it will also be releasing on PC, but Xbox players are going to have to wait until May 21st, 2022 before they will be able to play this title, which is exactly 1 year after it releases on PlayStation. So that's something we recently learned about, and we also found out a little bit more about the game itself in a new trailer or a breakdown video that came out. So you can check that out if you want, but for those who are still kind of unsure of exactly what this game is and what the premise is, essentially with Deathloop, it is a murder puzzle game where you play as an assassin trapped in a time loop, and in order to escape, you have to eliminate 8 targets before the day resets. Now, there was an interview conducted recently with the developer of the title with IGN, where they talk about some of the features the game offers, and they just talk about the campaign, and they say, I think it's quite a chunky campaign with a lot of investigation. Then around that, there's a world that's iterating. There are 4 time periods, 4 districts that you can explore with nice variation. Each district has its little story over the day. In the morning, for instance, it's pretty calm because the party is only starting. By the end of the day, it's very messy with trash all over the streets, graffiti all over, and then the next day, it starts again. Those who love exploration will find optional things to do, and they reiterated that this is a very chunky game, even if you're just doing the investigation and trying to break the time loop. So I think that this is pretty interesting. They're basically letting us know that there's a lot on offer here. It's a pretty lengthy game with a lot to do, and even if you are just trying to mainline the game, you're going to feel that it's, you know, it's offering you a substantial amount. But Yeah, Deathloop is a game that I'm looking forward to. I like the fact that it's coming out relatively soon. As a PlayStation 5 owner, I'm looking forward to pretty much any game that Sony can bring me in the coming months. And so in May, I get to look forward to Deathloop. So let me know down below if Deathloop is a title that you are excited for. But moving on, we're talking about Death Stranding once again. Says the rumored extended edition of Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding for both PS5 and PS4 has been ready for quite some time now and is expected to be announced soon. This is according to one insider. Earlier this year, we reported that an extended edition of Death Stranding for both PS5 and PS4 should be on its way, although not officially confirmed by either Sony or Kojima Productions in any way. This version is said to pack new story content as well. At least that's what reputable Reset Era insider Navtra said back in January of this year. Unfortunately, to date, we're still waiting for Sony and Kojima to announce these extended PS5 and PS4 versions of the game. From the looks of it, with the above-mentioned rumor making its way around the web, we weren't the only ones expecting it to be announced during last week's PlayStation State of Play broadcast. In a different thread on Reset Era forums, Navtra writes to have fully expected an announcement last week, as the extended version of the game has been ready and done for quite some time now. The same applies to the rumored new Life is Strange installment, which is said to be titled Life is Strange True Colors. And as again pointed out by the insider, an announcement should follow shortly. They said, who knows, it has been ready and done for a while now, and they continue by saying that they genuinely expected it to be revealed today, and the same goes for Life is Strange. So he says, I'd give it more time, maybe another month. Now, I do want to say that this is an individual who has apparently been correct about multiple things in the past, and I don't really think this is something that somebody would just make up. It's pretty specific, and it does also make a lot of sense specifically for a game like Death Stranding to get a PS5 version. So what I will say is that if it is going to be announced, it wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't happen until sometime in April. I only say this because the new fiscal year starts on April 1st, and there might not necessarily be a reason for Sony, speaking purely business-wise, to make an announcement like that in March. But who knows? That's the only thing I can speculate as to why they're holding it, back. It seems like Sony's kind of just trying to get the bad news out now, I guess you could say. I don't know what else to call it. All of the news that's not really going to generate a ton of hype, but instead maybe generate a little bit of controversy. They're getting all that out now, so that way they can start fresh on April 1st, and that's when all of the exciting stuff is going to start to roll out. That's my assumption anyway. It just makes sense for them to do it that way. So I do think that this is a real thing. I'm interested in it because I want to know what the new story content is, but according to this insider, it's ready and done, and they're basically just waiting for the right time to announce it. So yeah, I guess we can look forward to that. We do have to understand it is just coming from a supposed insider, and it's still rumor territory, so we can't bank on it or anything. So let me know whether or not you think this is real, and if it is it something you would buy, whether you are on PS4 or PS5? Would you get the extended edition of Death Stranding? Now, I do just want to remind everybody that today kicks off Sony's Play at Home initiative, where they are giving away Ratchet & Clank 2016 for free for the entire month, and once you redeem it, you own it. So if you haven't played Ratchet & Clank 2016 and it's a game that maybe you want to play in preparation for Rift Apart, then there you go. If you're on PlayStation, you will be able to get this for free. I think it's really cool that Sony has continued to do this, so there you go. But the final piece of news, nothing major here, but still it might interest some people. Apparently Sony is going to stop selling or renting movies and TV shows on the PlayStation Store at the end of this summer. And so this is the statement that Sony provided. At SIE, we strive to provide the best entertainment experience for PlayStation fans, and that means evolving our offerings as customer needs change. We've seen tremendous growth from PlayStation fans using subscription-based and ad-based entertainment streaming services on our consoles. With this shift in customer behavior, we've decided to no longer offer movie and TV purchases and rentals through PlayStation Store. When this change takes effect, users can still access movie and TV content they have purchased through PlayStation Store for on-demand playback on their PS4, PS5, and mobile devices. We thank our fans for their continued support and look forward to further enhancing the entertainment experience on PlayStation. So a couple things to note here. First, this does not impact any streaming services, like if you're using your PS console for Netflix or Hulu or anything like that. this doesn't affect that. This is literally just for purchasing or renting movies, TV shows through the PlayStation Store. That's something that they're removing, and so they're effectively just making it so it's all about games on the PlayStation Store going forward. I can't say that this is anything significant to me. I don't use PlayStation for this type of stuff, and it seems that not many people do. So there you go. I just thought that I would let everybody know in case you happen to be one of the people who does use the PlayStation to like buy your movies or rent movies or TV shows or anything like that. So yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you did find it informative. Be sure to leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.